嗨，大家好，我是 Bob。我从02年开始就在多伦多从事电工材料的采购和销售，期间结识了许多优秀的电工朋友，和他们一起合作，完成了许多电工项目。在这个频道里面，我主要是和大家一起分享这么多年来电工材料的采购、安装和使用心得，以及一些电工朋友在安装这些材料时候的喜怒哀乐。
Yeah, I didn't want to complicate it too much there, but
it's okay. Now we learned how to do it.
Yeah, this is a very simple meter to use. The programming of it is about as simple as I've seen from any meter. Just the two buttons here and there, and that's it.
Okay.
And following the manual.
Yeah.
That's simple. And I highlighted the page. I'll leave this with you.
Okay.
Again, this is available on our website. But if you just take these 3 pages, I think that's a good. If they want that, that's the thing. Without scaring it with too many pages.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
Okay.
那我们就这样。Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
No, not a problem. This is from your source side, and then the load side is on the other side.
How could you tell? Because
It says right there H1 and that, yeah. So they got H1 and H2.
high side.
Yeah.
Or high side from here.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the high voltage side.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't know if we tell you that on here. And then that's the high side on there as well. So that goes to where is it here? Yeah, just see if we tell you on here which is the side. Yeah. So you can see X1, X2 corresponds with H1, H2. So the high side here is that, and there's your high side on this one, the black wire.
Okay.
Okay. So the black wire would go to I1. Okay.
Okay. As long as I have a label, it's fine.
It's labeled on here, so you just have to wire
number to
it.
number. That's it.
Exactly.
这个有 HE、H2.
Yeah. So there's your 3 CTs, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And you can also go by the data sheet as well. Okay, I don't have.
Okay, it's okay.
But look at the data sheet; it shows you that as well. Okay. Okay, so I'll give that. Harry, do you want this or?
Yeah.
Okay.
我可以自己定。
We're gonna download it to.
Oh, you can just download. From
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
website,
download to everyone.
But I'll leave it here. That way, I mark which pages.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
sure.
doing that, so you can
Okay.
use that there.
I already read this EM50, 600 amp and 200 amp. All the model numbers started like EM50,
They all start
Yeah,
EM50.
but
Yeah.
they're different. The different meter.
They're all basically the same.
What's the difference?
The Measurement Canada one is exactly like the other one. It's just that we got Measurement Canada on that, so we have to put the Measurement Canada thing on it. But in terms of function, it's basically the same.
I think
Very
the
simple.
But
meter is
you
the
have a
same.
back order
Almost
for
identical. There's one variable this one doesn't do that the non-Measurement Canada one does, but it's something nobody uses. So we standardize on just the Measurement Canada version.
Okay.
If you want it sealed, then we send it out and get the laboratory to put the seal on it, and then you get it back as a.
But we have a back order for this 200 amp meter.
Yeah, we had a rush. I
I
think.
said, what's the difference between the meter which we already got for the 600 amp?
Because that one doesn't have the 80 milliamp, right? You said.
Yeah, this is the 80 milliamp. This is the
Yeah,
one
this
here.
one is
This
80 milliamp. That one has.
is not the 80 milliamp.
Yeah, no, it's 5 amps. Right?
That's the only difference is with the other one you have to use the bigger CTD current
Okay.
transformers,
Yeah.
whereas this one it's got because you wanted to match that other system that had all the CTs, so that went together as a package. So that's why we suggested the 80 milliamp for that one.
For that 600 amp. Can I use for 200 amp too?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
This is the most important.
Yeah.
向下兼容的。
Yeah, 600 amp is the
It's-
maximum on it. Usually you can go
Downward.
down to 10% of the
Downward
range.
10%,
So,
yeah,
down to
10%
as low as 10%.
compatible.
So if you have 250 amps, that's perfect.
Yes.
Perfectly.
But it has to
10%的误差。
but it has to use the 5 amp CT, right? That one not
Different
gonna
CT, yeah.
Yeah, that one won't compatible with the 80
No.
milliamp
No.
CT. Okay.
No. Yeah, if you put that in, the current would be too low. You wouldn't get a problem.
Oh, okay.
你用200安培的系统可以给它测200安，但是有240的误差，知道吧？用这个就专门
So if you have someone that needs a meter, you can sell them the other.
Yeah, that one above 200 to 600, right?
Yeah, I think you got
600 amp.
600 amp.
600,
ones.
yeah.
Is that all you got? Was it 600?
Yeah,
amps?
600.
Okay, yeah. So if a guy was measuring 100 amps or 200 amps, you could give him that one.
Yeah.
That would be perfectly okay. Yeah.
We have 600 amp.
说有误差那个
10%的。
Yeah. And again, if you want a lower one, you want to bring it, you could buy a 250 amp CT with a 0 to 5 amp output. We would probably have that in stock as well. So if you have the 5 amp meter and the guy wants to buy it, if he doesn't want to use a 600 amp CT, we can give him a 500 or we can give him a 200, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, if you're measuring 200 amps, a 600 is fine.
Okay.
Yep. I can throw it in the box.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, not a problem.
We need a training, and then so if any electrician asks us how to hook up, how to set up.
Yep.
Some people, they're lazy.
Yep.
And all the electricians think they are great. They should know everything.
Oh yeah.
So they don't like to read this heavy book.
No, yeah.
So they always ask me which page, and then.
Yeah.
We shoot them the video.
So I shoot them a video.
But this is the kind of thing, like just doing it by that, you would be confused. Okay, what's this parameter and that? But if you take those 3 pages out of that, it's clear that it's very clear there.
During your time, I already explained it in Chinese.
Yep.
Just now.
Exactly.
This is just the ender.
And technically, if you don't understand, if you look at that manual, you don't understand what the parameter is, you probably don't need it. So.
就2个键，一个选项，一个上面的数字的。
对，很简单。通讯协议不用改。
Okay.
So I didn't show you the backnet, but if you do come across with someone's backnet, you can just ask, because there's a couple of parameters you have to set, like the instance number and that sort of thing. And once you change that, you have to go into a thing and say, okay, make this permanent.
Yeah.
Otherwise, as soon as you unpower it and power it back up, it'll default back to what it was. So when you use it for backnet, you have to, there's a thing called RST. Let me just see the. But chances are you're not gonna using backnet. But if you did,
是一种通讯协议。
Yeah, RST. So what we do is once you go into backnet, then you can change the MAC address. So in backnet, you have to put the MAC address in there, maximum frame number, and the instant number.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just the backnet instant
MAC
number.
address 就是 hardware address.
Exactly. And once you do that, you just set that to 1, press enter, and then it stores it into memory.
That's based on the MAC address.
Exactly.
好了，这期视频我们就讲到这里。如果你喜欢我的视频，或者觉得我讲的内容对你有用，请按红色订阅按钮，并按小铃铛。如果你有什么问题或者建议，请在下面留言，我会尽快答复。也许我们下期视频的主题会因你的问题而产生。谢谢大家。